What's going on, guys? Matthew Noah here. Didn't think I was ever going to tell this story, but I've been doing the live streams and getting a bit of a younger crowd, so maybe you should tell a cautionary tale and how things can go left, and don't do stupid things like Matt. All right, so we're going back to 19, 20 years old, fresh out of high school for a couple of years, and living in Peatone, Illinois, doing some drinking a couple frosty ones. People used to beef in different neighborhoods. In the city, people would beef over like different blocks or whatever. And like the white boy way of doing it was beefing in like the towns next to you or whatever. At least back at that age. So the girls from our that we knew from our town were all at this party, and me and my boys were kicking it, and someone got the word and like, oh well, that can't happen. We gotta go over to that party. So we roll up over there. We're in my dad's 2002 Sport Explorer, and I kind of go through the back because I can see there's a deck back there, and I can see like 3 people back there, and they decide to go into the house. So I'm back there chilling. There's one dude I don't know, so he's obviously one of their people or whatever, and a couple girls that I know, and just talking for a little bit. Then all of a sudden I can hear shouting in the front yard and some like wrestling around, whatever, something's going on. So I go up front, and I see there's fighting going on everywhere. All of a sudden, they're jumping into my car. They got the numbers. I mean, they're about to annihilate all of us. I mean, they had like 15, 20, and there was like a group of 4 of us. So I'm getting out of there, starting to drive, and all of a sudden I hear somebody threw a 40 ounce and hit the car, my dad's brand new car. So I'm absolutely livid. I'm pissed. They're pissed. They just took some L's in the house, nothing they could do about it. So we get back to my buddy's house, who lived right by me, and we weren't happy about it. Go up to his old man's room. I don't know where his old man was, but his old man was a hunter, so we're grabbing these hunting rifles, and it looked like it was duck season the way we were arming up, And let me tell you this, I don't think I was going over there planning on, aiming at no person. I think I was more wanting to scare them, shoot at their property, their cars or whatever. But here's the thing, you don't know what the situation is going to be when you get there. They may have some artillery themselves, and you just don't know what's going to happen. So, luckily, because not only did we want the weapons advantage, but we also wanted the numbers advantage. So a bunch of people got called around the neighborhood, and we're in the alley. I'm holding this thing, this back skinny, man. This thing's like heavier, nearly as heavy as I am. I can barely hold this rifle I'm holding. And finally thank God, somebody was the voice of reason. He was a couple of years older than us. He was like, guys, come on, what are we doing here? Like, you're just gonna go crash out? We weren't using that kind of terminology at that time, but pretty much put it in that aspect, like, you're just gonna go throw your life away because you guys took some L's at a party. And thank God it got through to us. Started to see the light, like, okay, yeah, maybe this is a stupid idea, which it was. It was a very stupid idea. So I say all that to say, watch who you hang out with. Obviously don't drink and drive, and you're just gonna have to accept some L's in life. Things aren't always you're not gonna be on the winning side of everything. Your pride might be hurt, but it's way better than going to prison for life or losing your life or whatever might have happened there. Who knows? But thank God it didn't go that route. So those of you that were watching this video, like, well, man, I thought Matt said he never shot a gun, in his 4 things that he did, that he never did in that video. Well, still haven't shot a gun to this day, but we were pretty close on that occasion. So that's all I got, trying to get to 300. Peace.